I'm Shane. I'm one of the three owners of Phoenix Technical Marketing, and in this short video, I'm going to explain who we are, what we do, and how we produce better results than anyone else in our industry. We are a marketing firm specifically focused on lead generation for engineering firms, fab shops, and mechanical contractors, and really anyone that's providing technical products and services. We're not your typical marketing agency. Our team is made up of industry professionals that have experience in the construction, industrial automation, manufacturing, and fabrication industries. Every person on our team is a subject matter expert, whether in marketing, engineering, or construction. Our goal is to maximize results and help you scale your company. We are not the marketing firm that's going to tell you how many clicks you got or how many people saw your Facebook page. Who cares? We implement best practices that we've learned over time that work in this industry, and we use statistics to drive continuous improvements, just like our customers do in their processes. We even offer a 3-month guarantee so that if you haven't at least broken even by the end of month 3, you don't pay us anymore until you do. We are extremely results driven, and we do not accept failure, and we are relentless in making sure our customers have an ROI. Here's an overview of our lead gen system, and it's one of the things that makes us truly unique. Most marketing agencies are going to do SEO or paid ads or social media, and they're just going to send leads to your website. The problem with that is that they can't tell you what ROI you're getting, and they're not accountable for getting you an ROI because they only own a small part of the solution. We found out very early on that doesn't work for this industry, so we created a system that produces quality leads with very little input and work required by the customers. Starting from the top, we produce our own landing pages, and we optimize those landing pages to maximize the number of people who see that page and contact you. There's absolutely a science behind landing pages, and we are far from perfect, but I'll tell you that our landing pages outperform our customers' websites at a 3-to-1 ratio. Google Ads is our core expertise, and we set up your ads and optimize them based on our best practices and the industry data that we've accumulated over time. And I'll get into that a little bit deeper in a minute. In addition to that, we also answer all your calls and vet all your leads. What does that mean? So when someone hits a landing page from an ad and they call, they're actually going to hit our team. So our lead vetting team is trained to ask specific initial questions to get the scope of what the customer needs and then to evaluate the lead and whether that lines up with the type of work you want. So you tell us what type of work you want, and we're only going to send you leads that line up with that type of work. Not dealing with tire kickers and salespeople and trashy leads is going to save you and your salespeople a lot of time. We also provide customers with a CRM so that we both can keep track of leads and monitor the leads as they move through the sales process. This helps our customers maximize the value of what we're sending them, and we can make sure our customers are getting an ROI on the leads we're producing. So why should you work with us over another marketing firm? One reason is that we know the industry and we understand the terminology. So you're not going to have to hold our hand. You're not going to have to teach us about the market. We just need you to explain the 20% of your business that's unique to you, and then we're off to the races. An onboarding call takes 20 minutes, and the only other thing we need from you is pictures. So if you've got 1 to 2 hours, that's all we need. We have proven templates for landing pages, for keywords, for ads, for pretty much everything else we do, which is also why we don't charge crazy onboarding fees. And just as we talked about, like, we supply the whole solution. We're not just going to run your ads and then make excuses and blame you or your website or your sales team. We own the whole process, and we're going to hold ourselves accountable just like we expect you to hold us accountable. And lastly, we know what works, because through trial and error, like, we've collected data and analyzed data and created industry best practices that drive results. And we have proven that countless times. Now, I'm not saying we're perfect, and I'm not saying we've never encountered a customer or a specific market that we struggled with, because we absolutely have. But we don't quit, and we keep testing and iterating until we find the recipe that generates steady quality leads. The best practices and the data that we've created for our markets allow us to outperform any other marketing agency. So if you're thinking of doing this on your own because you'd save money, just ask yourself how much money you're leaving on the table by not hiring an expert, and what the opportunity cost is of spending your time on this type of marketing versus your true area of expertise. People always ask how long it takes to get results. That's a really hard question to answer, and the only real way to answer that is with data. So we put together this graph, and this is based on real customer data to show the average new revenue a customer would get after starting our program. The blue area at the bottom represents the bottom 15% of customers who have the lowest results. The orange is the middle 65%, so that's your typical results, and then the green is the top 20% of customers who have the highest performance in the first 5 to 6 months. The numbers represents the new revenue from new customers, and that gradually increases every month as we train the algorithm and tune the results and increase performance. And at some point, you're going to start winning bigger projects and getting repeat work from these customers, and that's going to make this chart go exponential in months, 6 through 12. And that's how customers get 100 to 200x ROIs, which is perfectly achievable in most cases. So we're not going to promise you an ROI in month 1 because we can't guarantee that. But you can see from the chart and the data that the vast majority of our customers are breaking even at least in month 2 and 3, and then their ROIs are continuing to increase over time. If you've tried Google Ads and it didn't work, or you've hired other marketing firms that didn't produce results, and you're wondering how we produce these kind of results, here's the answer. We know the industry inside and out, so we're able to target your ads to the right type of prospects, which minimizes low-value leads, tire kickers, and wasted clicks, so that your ad spend is focused on the right type of prospects. In terms of keywords, we know how your target customers search for your services on Google, and we also know how people search for things that aren't your target customers, and we use those keywords and negative keywords to minimize trashy leads. We also know how to architect the keywords in a very modular, scalable way such that it's easy for us to analyze and determine how each ad group in your account is performing so that we can make changes and improve performance and scale things up and down in an efficient manner. We'll go deeper into that in just a minute. In terms of location, Google lets you not only just select what states you want to target, but it's much more advanced than that. And you can actually tell Google, hey, I really want to focus on this major city in this area within a 5-mile radius. So if there's an industrial park that you want to focus on and you really want to drive results there, we can do that. We can also exclude areas, and I'm not just talking foreign countries. We can exclude rural areas or zip codes that you may not want leads from. In terms of audiences, Google knows a lot about us, and we actually use that to our advantage. Google has built-in audiences that we can use as bid modifiers to incentivize Google to show your ads to certain types of people. We can also upload example customer lists to teach Google what your target customer looks like. So when you use all these targeting features together, we're able to focus your ads on the more valuable search traffic, which increases your percentage of quality leads and minimizes low-value clicks. This means that we can get you better results for much less ad spend. We've got multiple customers that were spending $5K to $10K before they started working with us, and now they're spending $3K and getting the same or better results. And that's the power of targeting. In terms of keywords, I'll go a level deeper. What you're looking at is a list of all the types of fabrication services and the specific applications. In terms of Google account structure, we refer to these as campaigns and ad groups. So for each of these 50 or 60 ad groups, there's a list of 15 to 30 keywords behind them that represent the way that someone would search for this service. So for example, if someone is looking for a fabricator to make a custom roof access ladder, they might search for roof safety access ladder or custom access ladder fabrication. So we have over 1,000 keywords that are relevant to various types of fabrication, welding, and erection companies, and these allow us to be very efficient and targeted in the type of work we go after for our customers. We basically use this list as a menu. You tell us what type of work you want, and we're going to use our list of keywords to get you that type of work. And if you ask any other marketing company to make a list of relevant keywords for this industry, I guarantee you they wouldn't be able to come up with a list of more than 10% of the keywords that we have. Here's a chart of the average return on ad spend, which differs significantly by industry and also by customer size. The people who are doing really large structural steel projects obviously have a higher ROI. Smaller steel projects, 20 to 30 to 1 ROI, and welding services have a 15 to 1 ROI, which is still a great ROI. Results do vary significantly by customers. Some of our structural steel customers have a ROI of 150 to 1, and others have a 15 to 1, and there are lots of variables that determine the actual results, and I'll explain those in a future video. The main point is that we make sure every one of our customers is getting an ROI on the work that we do. So here's our standard lead gen package. It includes the Google Ads setup and optimization, the landing page setup and optimization, the CRM, and our lead screening services. Your onboarding cost is $1,500, which includes one landing page, and then it's $600 for each additional landing page you want. Our monthly fees are $19.50, and then you pay the ad spend directly to Google, and we typically recommend that our customers start out with at least $2,000 in ad spend. If you spend more than $3,000 in ad spend, you'll pay us 25% of the ad spend over $3,000, and that's to cover our additional costs for lead vetting and account management. So for our base package, you're just under $4,000 per month to get started, and if you want to scale further, you can increase your ad spend using the profit that you've gotten from new customers. If that sounds like a lot of money, just keep in mind that in our experience, there's not a higher ROI on marketing than this. We've proven that within our own company and in many accounts that we're doing SEO, cold calling, social media. And those aren't bad things, and we also offer email marketing, social media management, and web design, but we almost always start with Google Ad lead generation because it has the highest ROI for this industry, and you can always use the profits from that to pay for other types of marketing. So if this sounds interesting to you, send us an email or go to our website where you can book a meeting directly on my Calendly. We'd love to talk to you about your business and how we can help you grow.